Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you are here with us today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We're extending you this offer. It's unlimited, but it's an offer today to subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, a super thanks, a hello, and tell your friends about us. Today we're going to be doing a price guide episode, our popular ongoing series. We're getting down to the wire on the Beckett's. I'm running out of Beckett's to use. Longer conversation. Some of the Beckett's from the mid and later 90s aren't great for this series because they only show about 20 cards in the set. And as you know, we pull a lot of legends. From our packs of cards. Legends like Pants Up, Jerry Dungleton, NFL legend Tim Rosenbach, Cardinal quarterback, the late great Ken Kaiser, Otto Orff, the only time a name and the picture have matched up in sports card history, Otto Orff, Hensley, Bam Bam, Mullins, the player that saved the Yankees, and of course the greatest card, and the greatest mustache, and the greatest one-bar punter ever, Sean Landeta. That's a card of beauty. That's art right there. So we pull these Legends cards here, and that means we want more options when we're pricing the cards than 20 from Beckett later on. Anyways, I digress. Let's get to it today. We are going back to January of 1991 with the Cecil Fielder cover here, featuring his 1990 Upper Deck card. Cecil Fielder was one of the best players in the game during this era. It was kind of a short window for him. The late 80s, Toronto Blue Jays, his prospect. Things weren't working out, goes to Japan, learns to hit a curveball, comes back, wallops 51 home runs, and becomes a superstar. He'd end up with my Yankees. He was always kind of a DH, all or nothing kind of player by that point, but for a baseball fan like me in the late 80s, early 90s, Cecil was one of the best. So let's look inside this Beckett here and see what memories we can find. Some Giants here. There he is, Big Cec. After his monster season in 1990, Cecil's teammates probably will be seeking plenty of advice in 1991. It was quite a comeback. Pacific Stock Exchange there. We are definitely in late 80s, early 90s baseball right now, aren't we? There's Matty Williams. It's a great lineup at that time. Clark, Mitchell, Williams. They got to the playoffs in World Series in '89. We know what happened. One shot. Alright, let's look at our hot or nots here. Our weather report. Hot, Ken Griffey Jr., Dave Justice, Kevin Moss, Barry Bonds, Ricky Anderson, Cecil Fielder, Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, Jose Canseco, Ryan Sandberg, Frank Thomas, Bobby Still Pay Me Bonilla, Ramon Martinez, Will Nuschler, Clark, Mark McGuire, George Brett, John Olerud, Roger Clemens, Billy Hatcher, Ben McDonald, Mark Grace, Bob Welch, Chris Sabo, Sandy Alomar Jr., Don Mattingly, Ron Gant, Darryl Strawberry, the wire-to-wire Cincinnati Reds of 1990, 1990 score, and Matt Williams. Cold during this time was Pete Rose, Don Mattingly, oh that hurts, Jose Canseco, Jerome Walton, the entire Sports Flicks collection, Todd Zeal, Will Nuschler, Clark, Matty No-Noakes, Matt Noakes, Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog, and Mike Greenwald. Where he would stay, unfortunately. I liked Greenwald. Alright, let's look here. my favorite Gary Carter cards. I do have it in my Gary Carter collection. There's Greenwell. Cover boy there for 89 Flair. But we're in 1991. Convention calendar. And as always, if you were in Boise, Idaho, if you were in Boise on January 26, 1991, at the Super Bowl card show at Sacred Heart Parish Gym, let us know. It was the only card show in Idaho that entire month, so it was a good chance, better chance that some of you were going to be there. I'm going to do this until we find someone who attended one that I randomly pick. So again, Boise, Idaho, January 26, 1991, at the Super Bowl card show. All right, there's a profile on Dave Stewart. More card shows. Characters of the game. Alright, profile on Carl Yastrzemski. And some great art there. Two of the greats, Donnie Baseball and the Iron Horse. Iron Horse Lou Gehrig there. Okay. Oh, we love this guy in the back. You know, we are big fans of him. Barry Larkin. We always seem to pull berries. Love that. Okay. So, I'm going to get right to the pack that we're going to open today. I've been clearing some of my collection, some of the packs that I have accumulated over the last year. So we're going back to 1989. And this Score set here, Score's second year, where they kind of changed the game in 88. Upper Deck went up the game in 89, but Score, I think, is the first through the breach there. 16 player cards, one Magic Motion trivia card. So let's see what's going on here. Do a little crinkling, and then we'll do some ripping. Let's open up this 89 Score. Oh, trivia just plopped out of there. Okay. 1958, a year to remember. What is this? West Coast starts play. Okay. The Dodgers and Giants break the hearts of so many New Yorkers. All right, so here's the card. As you know, what we're going to be looking for here are about 5 or 6 cards to see if we can get our fictional dollar back, and then I'll give you an over and under what I think the entire pack might be worth. These are 89 scores, but we are pricing in January of 1991. Dale Murphy, Ryan Sandberg, good cards. Dave Winfield, we are off and running here. BJ Surhoff, probably not worth that much, but a great card. Another Hall of Famer, Robin Yount, fouling a ball off, by the way. Mark Langston, great pitcher. Bob Boone, okay, I love Bob Boone. All right. Kevin Gross, Stan Javier, the future of the Oakland Opium. Alejandro Pena, Larry Anderson, where are my Jeff Bagwell fans at? And Carmelo Martinez, Chuck Fenley, there we go. Ooh, 89 rookie Lance Blankenship, 89 rookie Derek Lilliquist, and 89 rookie Tom Gordon. Love this card. I was a big Tom Gordon fan. This is a great pull for me. We'll see what it's worth in January of 1991, but I was a big fan of Gordon and thought he was going to be one of the Hall of Famers to be during this time. And he had a good run as a starter, then as a reliever too, closer, Red Sox, he pitched my Yanks. There we go. Okay, well, a lot of cards to choose from here today. This is a good pack of cards. We might go with those ones. Might go with Chuck Finley. We're not going to surprise. Common. Fortunately, common for Bob Boone. Do love Bob Boone. Mark Langston, maybe. Robin Yount, yes. Surhoff, my prediction is not worth what we would want him to be. Hall of Famer. And Murphy didn't get into the Hall of Fame, right? Did Dale Murphy not get into the Hall of Fame? That's outrageous if he didn't. Someone remind me. Jog my memory. This is a 2-time MVP, one of the best players of the 80s. You can't tell the story of 1980s baseball without this lovable Mormon. But fell short. Would go to the Phillies, finished with the Rockies, fell short of 400 home runs. There was a big drop-off for sure, but for a while there, this was the guy in the National League. One of the guys for sure, but we'll see here. Surhoff might be worth something, but not enough. All right, I'm going to set those aside here. How many we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm going to cut some cards here that I don't think are going to be as valuable as we want, and I think it is going to be these cards. This is almost as if to prove the tragedy here. Dale Murphy is coming off his season in 1988, which he had 24 home runs and 77 RBIs. But in 1987, 44 home runs, 105 RBIs. Yes, I know the ball was a little wound tight that year, but his 86 season was solid. But his 85, 84, 83, and 82 seasons were top-notch. Again, 2-time MVP. Also had a big year in 1980. This to me is an absolute Hall of Famer, but I don't think the value is going to be there. We're going to see there. These are two of the top starters in the American League at this time, Mark Langston and Chuck Finley. But for teams that weren't considered big winners, so the A's did get to the playoffs in '86, but he was an up-and-coming rookie then, prospect, not even a full rookie. I'll take that back. He pitched 25 games, mostly on the bullpen, if I recall, from the '86 season. But at 9-15, Finley is still a year or two away from being considered one of the best in baseball. So I think that's going to be worth a little less. Langston's had several good years at this point, but he is overlooked being a Seattle Mariner during this time. And then as a Yankee fan, I really appreciate Langston for serving up that gopher ball to Tino Martinez. All right, so I think these are our commons or lower priced cards. But there's some value in there. And then I think I have learned my lesson. Lance Blankenship, through 2025 eyes, Probably not worth a lot. Same with Lilliquist, and maybe even same with Gordon. But this is January of 1991, so a year removed or so from these cards. These are Hall of Famers here, but I'll say this. I don't think these are going to be super high valued cards. So I am putting a lot of faith in these rookies. That's what we're going to do. Okay? So we're going to see how this goes. And then, should I give myself, if I was to pull back one more card here, I would pull back the Murphy. But again, I just don't think he's going to be more than 10 cents. So let's do this here. Yount, still kind of at the top of his game there in 1991. Let's get back to our price guide. And 1989 score. There we go, our 89 score. So as always, I'm going to pull the old calculator out just to help me, but really more to get the key sounds. All right, little key triggers there for you. All right, here we go. 1989 score. Now, the over-under on the pack itself, even though we got a lot of comments here. I do see some value here at the end. But I still think we're on the low end. It's all up to these rookie cards today. So I think overall, I'm going to say this is a $1.35 pack. We'll see where we land. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. First up, we're going to go with Robin Yount, eventual Hall of Famer, coming off a couple great years, an MVP year. Right? No, his MVP year would be in '89. That's right. Right? His second one? He had one early on in '82. All right, regardless, 151. Oh, no, here it is. Robin Yount. MVP, 17 cents. Okay. Okay. It's a good start. It's a good start. Can we get our dollar back with these cards? We got Hall of Famers in the middle parts of their career, getting towards the end, and some up-and-comers. All right, 50, Dave Winfield, my guy Dave. There he is, 15 cents. Okay, we're at 32 cents. Ryan Sandberg here. He is coming off some good years here, but his 1990 season, was that the 40 home run season? Yeah, okay, here we go. But he's still in the prime of his career here, Ryan Sandberg. And what number was that? 35. Okay, 35. There he is. 25 cents. That's great for Ryan. Of course, named after Ryan Duran, who is not one of the hobbits that took the mountain back from the dragon. Yankee relief pitcher, great. 57 cents. Okay, so here's where we're at. These Hall of Famers have got us to 57 cents, 43 cents away from our dollar. We've got 3 rookies here that, again, the lens of history, probably not valuable. But in January of 1991, coming up the 1990 season, there might have been great value on these cards. I'm banking on it. Let's go. $6.31 for Derek Lilliquist, one of the up-and-coming Atlanta pitchers. Steve Avery, Lilliquist, Pete Smith were part of the Smoltz and Glavin equation with this team. So let's look at it. Card 631. There we go. Got him. 20 cents for Derek Lilliquist. And I think that's going to be off there. 77 cents. We're looking good for $1. I think we're going to be more than $1.35. I messed up. I'm saying it right now. I messed up. Lance Blankenship right here. Oakland A's. Hard to break through this lineup there, but a lot of people looking at him to take over for Glenn Hubbard and Mike Gallego. 641. There he is. 15 cents. He was falling by this point, but as sure as a plane flies over me as I'm recording, the Oakland A's could turn out prospects. All right, 92 cents. We're going to get our $1 back, and Tom Gordon is going to take us home here. I'm going to set this card aside. This card brings back some memories here. Positive memories. 634 for Tom Gordon. Look at that. Look at that. 60 cents. He's even falling, but it's a good price. Look at that. That's one of our biggest pulls. 52 cents. Excuse me, $1.52. $1.52. So this is completely wrong. So I was wrong. I was off. But I'm gonna take a mulligan and see. I don't want this to be considered cheating, but I'm gonna see if I can update this here. So we're at $1.52. I'm gonna say the updated over/under is 225. So I'm gonna take the loss on this, but I'm gonna see if we can reach that there, because I think we have some value here. So $1.52. Carmelo Martinez. This is most likely a common, but we'd like to do a quick check. Yeah, that's a common there. Okay. Larry Anderson, 523. The Red Sox didn't think he was a common, but he was a common. Alejandro Pena, Dodgers, then to Atlanta. Appear in the 91 World Series. And that is a common. Stan Javier might have a little bit of value. Part of the next generation of ace players that didn't quite pan out, including Blankenship, but he is a common there. Versus Dad, Julian played in the bigs as well. Kevin Gross there is a good frontline starting pitcher. Might have some value. Nope, common. Okay. Bob Bone, look, one of the greatest catchers of all time, but does that look like the card of a valuable player? No, maybe we'll see. 233, Bobby Boone. No, but at least his son is managing my Yankees. I'm putting quotes around managing. All right, BJ Surhoff here, 154. 154, and yep, he is a common. I kind of thought that. All right, here we go. So let's do a little drama check here. We got 10, we got 10, we got 10, we got 5. So that is a 35 cents there. We're at $1.87. Can these three cards get us to 225 on my reevaluated over/under here? Chuck Finley. Here we go. 503 in the set for Chuck Finley. He is listed 10 cents. 10 cents for Finley. 197. Mark Langston. 161. He's listed 10 cents. 10 cents. 207 is Dale Murphy. A 18-cent card. Can we get 20 cents? Can this star of the 80s save us in the 90s? Number 30 here. Dale Murphy. He's listed 15 cents. Oh my gosh. $2.22. Look, I'm not going to say I'm a genius because clearly I was way off almost by $1. But $2.25, $2.22, the actual value of this pack in January of 1991. Folks, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But at the end of the day, I am always the sports card doctor. And that was a great pull. A lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Like this video. Leave a comment. Super thanks. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Praise me. I don't know. Boo me. I don't know. We'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR.